Hi, Julie. Thank you so much for joining us this morning for another episode of South West Mutual's In Conversation With. First off, if you could give us a little introduction to yourself, that would be great.
Hi, Rebecca. Lovely to be with you. My name is Julie Hawker and I'm Joint Chief Executive at Cosmic. We are a social enterprise based in Devon and working across the Southwest. Primarily, our social objective is digital inclusion. So digital inclusion for individuals, but also for our businesses and sort of the wider community of the Southwest. We've been in operation for 24 years now, so we've been at this challenge of digital skills and digital inclusion is one that we're taking the long journey on and are very well recognised in that role in the Southwest.
Absolutely. Well, that's brilliant because our first question is, why is digital inclusion important to you?
So yes, as you just heard, I've dedicated over 22 years of my career at Cosmic and with that very sharp focus on digital inclusion. And for me and for Cosmic, that means individuals. So improving lives, opportunities, improving their ability to learn, but also enriching lives because of the things that digital can lead to. And you know, and quite pertinently, especially at these times, it also is about improving their employability through digital skills. So you know, we're on the cusp of an increasing recession and increasing redundancies that we're very, very cognizant of given yesterday's figures. So yeah, digital inclusion, improving lives, but also improving employability and therefore, you know, linking up to economic prosperity is very, very much at the heart. Just to underline the importance of that, there are still 9 million people in our country today who cannot use the internet unassisted. And there are 7 million people in our country who have no internet access at home. So, you know, despite the sort of common understanding of just how prevalent the internet and digital skills are, there's still a major, major mountain to climb on this one. And I think, you know, in 2020, digital inclusion has proven itself to be vital. You know, when people are in lockdown and working from home or schooling at home, then, you know, the essential nature of digital skills has come right into our focus during this year. And that means, you know, it's not just digital inclusion, it's social inclusion, it's the cohesion, you know, that ability to communicate with friends and family became vitally important for the enrichment of all of our lives.
Wow, yeah, that's such a good point that digital inclusion crosses over there with social inclusion. I think
Yeah.
I hadn't really thought about it like that before, but yeah.
Yeah, we've often drawn a triangle in our work to point to the essential nature of digital inclusion and social inclusion and financial inclusion,
Right.
because lots of people are disadvantaged financially by not being online. They don't get the best deals. They can't do their internet banking. They can't, you know, they can't have all of those benefits that most of us take for granted these days. So yeah, digital inclusion equals social inclusion equals financial inclusion. There's a very, very close relationship between those three things.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great to picture actually. It's something we're quite passionate about at South West Mutual is making it clear that not everyone can access internet banking, not everyone wants to necessarily.
Indeed.
Great, thank you. So our second question is, which skills do you see emerging as being key to our economy's resilience?
So again, you know, we're living through a year like none before, and a year which has truly emphasised to me the sorts of skills that our economy needs. And I'll start off with leadership. So I think, you know, the quality and the opportunity for leadership given the crisis that we're experiencing, are there in equal amount. So there is opportunity for new leaders to come through and be supported to take on some of the challenges, but there is also a real requirement for leadership skills to evolve and develop. So I'm really sort of keen that we find ways to support leadership development and skills development, and that includes leadership in digital. So that includes a better understanding at decision maker level over the requirements for better understanding of digital concepts, of the ways digital transformation can be made to work successfully and improve, prospects for individuals as well as businesses. And I'd also incorporate into that better skills around data and the importance of how data can be managed effectively. And again, including the opportunities that we know about now through, sharing data. The government has got its new data strategy out for consultation at the moment. So there's an ideal opportunity for businesses and organizations to have a good look at that and think about how they want to shape policy around data sharing in the future. 2020 and the crisis has brought about greater levels of data sharing than we've ever experienced before. And so there's something about that being the new normal and the Build Back Better stuff. So part of my thinking about Build Back Better and the new normal is that, holding on to data sharing and holding on to that collaboration that leads to. And the third thing I think about when I think about skills and digital skills and digital leadership is a far clearer understanding of cybersecurity, so that we definitely look to improve our skills and the resilience of businesses, but also of individuals who unfortunately, and again, this has grown during 2020, who are still attacked and have a financial burden to pay as a result of hacking or breaches of data, whatever it might be. So, that would be the other thing that I would highlight as an essential skill to focus on over the years ahead.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, the third one rings true for me personally. A friend got hacked just last week. So it really brought home how important it is for people's lives and also their businesses.
Absolutely, and it can make a major impact on finances for businesses. We know businesses this year who've been held to ransom over, data breaches. We know individuals, as you say, and some of them are very, very straightforward issues to mitigate, and close down. But the skills aren't there. The understanding and the skills just aren't at the level necessary to protect our businesses and individuals.
Yeah, great, thank you. Well, our final question is a little bit more about us, I suppose. But what aspects of a local bank do you think could be important for South West business leaders? Perhaps in terms of tech capability or funding access or anything like that?
So for me, the number one priority for a South West mutual bank would be understanding the locality. So understanding it from the perspective of economic insights, the mix of businesses that we now have in our local area, and also working in partnership with those organizations that represent the business community here in the Southwest. So I'm on the board of Southwest Business Council, and I know how advantageous it would be to have that relationship with a regionally based bank and to share insights and to develop a partnership approach, and also to influence bank policy around, what structures of lending are being considered, what frameworks for business banking are being put in place. That would be a golden opportunity to better understand the needs of local businesses. I think that was my first priority, and then being able to look to the bank to develop, as you said, the technological resources that businesses really would look to achieve, at the same time as recognizing that a lot of our business community and business leaders really do enjoy face-to-face communications, and being able to, you know, approach locality-based staff, I think is still really important, especially on issues like finances. These are, you know, highly emotive and quite stressful subjects for a lot of business leaders to get into. And so developing a relationship with a bank that is trusted, a bank that is locally based, a bank that's working in partnership with the networks representing business communities. I think, you know, there is a golden opportunity here.